Got it? All right, Kyle.
Okay.
And Amanda.
The meeting tonight is for the conduct of town business by the town board. The public is invited to participate at the items marked on the agenda, public comment. During that segment of the meeting, if you have a question or comment for the supervisor, please raise your hand and wait to be acknowledged. Please state your full name and limit your remarks to 3 minutes. Thank you for your anticipated cooperation.
Thank you, and thanks everybody for coming. This is our workshop meeting of the month, October 28th, 2024. Can we please rise for the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And please remain standing for a moment of silence for all the men and women who sacrificed their lives in order for us to serve our country, our state, and our town. Thank you. Okay. So we're going to move stuff a little bit around on the agenda. We're going to move Resolution 84 up to the beginning of the meeting here with the Marlborough Youth Baseball and Softball. So I need a motion to move Marlborough Youth Baseball and Softball item on the resolution number 84 up to number 4.
Yeah. I'll make the motion to move the Marlborough Youth Baseball and Softball resolution number 84 up to item number 4.
Need a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So I need a motion to approve the agenda as amended.
I make a motion to approve the agenda as amended.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So moved. All right, so tonight we got, as you see in the crowd, we got a nice little crowd here tonight. According to Sheridan, the Marlborough Youth Baseball League, we have a nice donation that the league is going to be donating towards the lights at the field at Young's Park. And according to our donation policy, we have a resolution tonight, number 84, to accept that. But I would like to have Sheridan read the letter that was given to the town board, and then we'll have a little check ceremony there, a nice little check, and we'll go from there. So thank you.
All right. Dear Supervisor Corcoran and Marlborough Town Board members, Marlborough Youth Baseball and Softball is elated that the Young's Park lighting project is moving forward and set to break ground any day. The installation of lights at Young's Park will be a tremendous asset to our baseball, softball players, parents, and community at large. Not only will lights on the field allow the league to start weeknight games later, alleviating the strain on parents who now need to leave work early to get to the field by 4:45 p.m., but it will also allow the league to host more games in the regular season, become a more frequent host of All-Stars, and even host local tournaments. More time at baseball helps keep our children fit, active, and out of trouble. Marlborough Youth Baseball and Softball has been serving the community of Marlborough and Milton since 1981. This light project will help the league continue serving the community for years to come. Therefore, we would hereby like to provide a donation in the amount of $20,985 to the town of Marlborough to be used toward the Young's Park lighting project. The initial $20,000 of this donation is directly from the MYB&S League operating funds, which have been saved over many years for just such a project. An additional $985 was collected from community members via a GoFundMe campaign this summer. We thank the town board for their support on this project, especially in securing the Ulster County Municipal Parks grant for funding, and look forward to supporting this project in any way we can. Thank you, the Marlborough Youth Baseball and Softball Board of Directors.
Thank you. Very generous, very generous. And, for me, this is something that's really dear to me. My children played there. I played on that field. Eddie, he might have actually created the field back in the day.
We had a storm fence in the back there.
But, the field was actually in the opposite. It was a different direction at that time. It was the home plate was by the concession stand.
Yeah.
and it went out that way. And then I think in the 80s, I think they
That's where I
changed
was
it
there,
over.
yeah.
And then in, I think, 2000s, we made it so it was an extended field for both playing the divisions. So, but it was always a problem, like around 6 o'clock at night, when it was this time of the year, got a little dark, it was a little dangerous, and kids were out there, and you were hoping they didn't get a black eye or something, the ball hit them in the head. Kids were striking out because they couldn't see the ball, so they got all mad. So I've always wanted to see if we could get lights on this field. I want to thank Legislator Corcoran for getting us this grant that from the county, which was a matching grant. So this project is approximately $200,000. So we'll be getting $100,000 from the county. Now we got almost $21,000 from Marlborough Youth Baseball and Softball, and the rest is coming out of our Parks and Recs funds that we have saved. So I think this is an awesome project. I think it's well worth the money, and I think it's something that we could say we did for all the kids of the town of Marlborough that they can enjoy for many, many years to come. And then I'd love to see some tournaments happen there, so you guys got to get on that. So, but I'm going to do the resolution first, and then we'll do the acceptance of the check, okay? So this is Resolution 84. Resolution 84 to accept the donation from the Marlborough Youth Baseball and Softball. Supervisor Corcoran proposes the following. Whereas Marlborough Youth Baseball and Softball is donating $20,985 to be used towards the Youngs Park lighting project, and whereas the donation policy adopted by the Town Board of the Town of Marlborough on October 10, 2006 states all donations must be accepted by the Town Board. Now therefore be resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Marlborough hereby accept said donation and moves for its adoption.
Councilman Molinelli,
Yes.
Councilwoman Sessa,
Yes.
Supervisor Corcoran.
Yes, thank you very much. So I'd like to have all the board members come on up from Marlborough Youth, and all the kids, everybody come up. And we're going to get some picture. I'll send it to the...
Jerry's in charge. How cute.
Wait, 25 years
You too. How's your back?
We're excited.
We're good. Yeah.
And mom?
Yeah.
Let's talk about the wedding briefly.
Oh, yeah. No.
Tell them I said
I
hello. Very nice donation. Hi, how are you?
Yeah, right? You should have signed your... No, thank you guys very much. That's a very generous donation to the town. And again, the lights should have been up already, but the contractor's a little behind. I know the season is ending right now, so they should be getting on it in the next week or two, and we'll start seeing some action. So thank you guys very much. Appreciate it. You need that letter?
Yeah, we
And
want that
so
letter.
for all our little kids in the audience, you guys can all go home now and watch the Yankees. You don't have to
That's
stay
right.
if you don't.
Hey, what if there are Met fans?
Well, you could go watch the
For you
Dodgers.
to watch them.
There's nothing to watch.
Yankees.
What a dilemma. You like the Giants.
It is a tough night for sports in New York. Giants, Yankees, tough.
The Giants aren't doing too well.
All right.
There's a cowboy, so.
All right.
They're interested in local government. They're staying.
Yeah, I like it. Motion to approve the minutes from the October 15th, 2024 Town Board meeting. I need a motion.
I make that motion.
Second. Sorry, I forgot I was the only
You
one
don't
here.
The only one here.
All in
You have no
favor?
choice.
Aye.
Aye, so moved. Motion to approve the minutes from the October 15th, 2024 public hearing.
You can't do that because I wasn't here.
You can still approve the minutes,
I think we
Okay.
have enough people.
as long as you read them.
Motion to approve the minutes from the public hearing on October 15th.
I'll second it.
You get the minutes, you can
Yeah.
You get
approve.
to read them, so you're good.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So, all right, authorize the payment of bills, $381,141.37. I need a motion to pay the bills.
I make that motion to pay the bills, but I don't know about the 37 cents.
Second.
Got to make sure it's right. So moved. All in favor, sorry.
Aye.
Aye, so moved. Supervisor updates, just remind everybody that early voting has started. It is at the community center. Times are different pretty much every day. It's a little better this year than the past, but I would say check your local county website, Board of Elections website. It has the information right on there. I'm sure if you go on Facebook, there's plenty of places that will have the information too on social media. But I could just tell you this, it's been extremely, extremely busy there. We've even actually had hour-long waiting lines at the community center. So that's good. People are actually very anxious to vote this year. They're getting out early. They're listening to people, banking their vote, making sure they're out there doing what they should be doing. Like I say in the beginning of every meeting, that people died for us for the right to do what we do. And one of the biggest things that we should all be doing, if you can, is vote. So then you can't bitch if you're not voting, right? So I shouldn't say that, but I'm saying it.
Yeah.
I'm saying it.
Strike
Delete
that
that
from the
part.
record.
No, it's true. So we only have 60% of the people voted last election, right? So, and that was in a major election. In a normal off-season, you're lucky you even get 50% people that vote. So we should all vote. And it's amazing that people still don't vote, but they do. Other than that, the highway department project is moving along. The footings are all in. They actually started the walls in the back of the building for the garage bays today. They're about halfway done with that. The only thing we're waiting on again is Central Hudson to disconnect the gas line and to hook up the transformer for the electrical that goes to the trailers. It's a temporary, and then it'll go to the main building. We already ran all the lines. The guys are doing a great job. If anybody's seen today, we actually are finally going to put some extra parking out here in the front of the building. Part of that came on because we moved the motor vehicle bus here, and we really need some extra parking there for them. Instead of them walking across the parking lot when police officers are doing what they're doing, we rather than be right out directly across from the bus. It'll also help with parking for meetings and stuff like that too. So the highway department is taking that on, and they started that today. American Cruise Line is still coming in down at the riverfront. I don't know if you guys saw, but Orange County is also trying to get in on it, and they're trying to get American Cruise Line to come in down at their piers too. They kind of make it sound like they've never cruised up the Hudson River before, so I don't know what Steve was thinking over there, but they've been coming here for about 2 years to us, and they've been going up and down the Hudson before that. So don't worry, they're not leaving Marlborough, but they are looking for another location further down towards the Orange County area. So that's good news. People are coming into our area, which is great. And I don't know if people have been reading what's going on the planning board, but we do have 2 major resorts that are coming into our community. One is actually almost completed with their planning board project. That is the one off of Buttermilk Falls. That's a resort going to be looking over the riverfront. And then we have one off of Latin Town and Ridge Road. That's called Marlborough Resorts Latin Town. It's basically a similar project. It's a resort restaurant. They just finished their public hearing the other night, so we'll see if these two projects move forward. But there are a lot of things going on in the town, and I do want to update the board is I have been trying to get like an urgent care type facility to come into our area. I always believed we needed one here. I know Tommy, my brother in the building department, has also been pushing to do that. We had the opportunity to bring in Mr. Jamal, who owns the property across the street. And it looks like we may have him sold on the idea of putting a medical facility across the way there by Young's, the corner of Young's. And also south of that, in the same development, a 55 and older development. So it kind of goes hand in hand because if you're 55 and older, you could go right to the medical facility. So they help each other. So just look for that. I'm just giving everybody an update of where we're going, but it looks very positive for that to happen. So hopefully that'll happen. That's a good thing for our community. And I did put in all the paperwork. It's not done yet. I told the board already, but just make the public known that I did put in grants from Senator Hinchy, which is $200,000, and one from Jonathan Jacobson for $250,000. That is towards the highway building. All that paperwork's been submitted, had to be submitted before they actually get any kind of payment, so I have to get that all in. So it's in Ways and Means now, and they have to look through the paperwork up at the state. It's going to take a while, but I just want to mention that to the public that, I want to thank our senator and our assemblymen. They've always been great to Marlborough, and we just want to thank them for everything they do. So, again, main thing is everybody go vote. And I want to say go Yankees, but I am a Met fan, but I guess I'll say
You can say it anyway.
Oh, your brother.
So, I guess I have to say go Yankees. We don't have any presentations other than the big check we received. Anybody have any comments on the agenda? Just agenda items? All right. Reports of committees. You got one for CAC, Mickey?
A new opportunity with the Clean Energies Community, which is CEC, has opened doors for the CAC and hopefully for grant opportunities earlier than we expected. The CEC follows pretty much the same outlines as Climate Smart Communities, but because of their relationship with NYSERDA, there are more competitive opportunities now for grant money on issues that are a bit easier to document and bid for. We are gathering appropriate data, and we are looking forward to presenting them to the town board very soon. Member Haydewee continues attending the meetings with Cornell Cooperative Extension Environmental Council in regards to our emergency preparedness document. The town board should be receiving a letter from them with any suggestions which will support the enormous amount of work already placed in this effort. The CAC will follow through with those as well once we are copied on it. We should be receiving points towards Climate Smart Community certification once this issue is finalized, and we thank the board in advance for your support. Our next meeting will be on Thursday, November 14th at 6:30 in the community center. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's awesome. All right. Yeah. All right.
New business.
Any other reports? You want to say anything about the trunk or treat day and everything?
Yes, I will. So the rec committee hosted the trunk or treat in conjunction with the police department and, of course, with the help of our highway department over the weekend at the town park, and it was phenomenally well attended. I can't even begin to estimate numbers of people because there were tons. So the event went very smoothly, set up with the police department and having the police officers kind of manage the flow of attendees down the hill definitely helped and was a big improvement. But overall, there were, I think, 48 to 50 trunks that actually arrived. Some of them were very elaborate. It was amazing, the setup. So people are really taking it seriously, and the community seems to be very supportive and fully behind it. It was a great event. If anybody didn't get a chance to attend this year, I would definitely suggest putting it on your calendar for next year. The kids had a great time, but truly, even if you're not a kid, just walking around and seeing everybody and seeing the costumes is really enjoyable. So that's complete for the year. The rec committee, though, is already working pretty hard on events for the Christmas holiday season. There will be a holiday parade on December the 8th, followed by the tree lighting at the park. So that's a totally new format of the event. I know that we spoke about it a little bit last meeting, but for anybody who perhaps didn't hear that, it's going to be a Christmas light parade that anyone can enter. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Thank you, Chief. December the 7th, it's the Saturday. I apologize. December 7th, Saturday, December 7th, rain date is the 8th on the Sunday. Thank you. But that parade is open to anyone in the public, any business, or any citizen that would like to join that. The parade should be decorated vehicles, and there's a Google sign-up form online that people can sign up on. The parade leaves from the brewery right here in Milton, Locust Grove, and then will make its way to the town park, around the town park, and then conclude with the tree lighting. There's also a little bit of a festival that starts in the park earlier in the day, so it'll be several hours of entertainment. The following week, that's why there's so many dates in December, the following week on Sunday is the 15th, and that will be the Polar Express movie event down at the Milton train station. And sign up for that is not out yet, but it will be out soon.
Everything's on our website, right?
Everything is out there. It's all on Facebook, and it's all on the website as well.
And then I just want to update, if anybody, I know a lot of people attend, is the blue light ceremony that Officer Fulton puts on for the PBA, for all the fallen members of PBA throughout the state of New York, is on December 5th, and that's here at 6 o'clock. I believe he's going to do what he did last year, Chief. He's going to do it inside the ceremony first, and then we'll do the light ceremony outside. So that's on December 5th at 6 o'clock. So,
Thursday, right?
yes, Thursday. So a lot of things going on. It's the end of the year here. It's hard to believe we're going into November. So, you know, get ready to gain 10 pounds, everybody. That's all I can tell you. So, all right. November 11th, this is new business. Meeting date, Veterans Day. So that day is a day of the town hall is closed. So we're going to move the meeting, right, to the 12th? Or is that the date?
Yeah, no, that's what I had on my calendar. I
Right.
assume that's what you were thinking.
I cannot be here on the 12th, but you obviously can carry on without me.
Yeah, I won't be here neither.
Okay.
Boy, you
All right,
guys.
so then the 12th doesn't work.
So maybe not.
Sorry.
So let's figure out another day.
Yeah, the town hall is closed on the 11th, so we'll have to make the meeting on the 12th. As long as we got 3 members, we should do it, but
Oh, you need Dave.
Dave will be here if I have
Yes?
to roll him in.
You'll have it.
So let's make a motion to move the November first meeting of the month to November 12th due to the town hall being closed for Veterans Day on November 11th. I need a motion to do that.
I make that motion.
I need a second.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
So moved. I need a motion to advertise for opening for planning and zoning positions. Time is the end of the year. Positions that are open by law, we have to advertise for these, so I need a motion to advertise for any openings for planning and zoning positions.
I will make the motion to advertise for the open planning and zoning board positions.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So moved. And one other thing is, we have the reorg that's coming up. Again, we're looking ahead, and we want to try to pinpoint when we're going to do it. Now, we have to do the reorg before January 3rd. And the reason we have to have the reorg before January 3rd is if we don't do it before January 3rd, nobody gets paid. So it's a good reason to do it. Of course, Tina made sure she wrote this right on my calendar.
Just not letting you forget.
So we were pushing for the 2nd, which is Thursday. Is that doable by everybody? This would be January 2nd.
Well, January,
We don't want to do it January 1st.
when we do the 3rd,
So, what's that?
when we do it the day after New Year's, you sign, right?
Yeah, the 2nd,
The 2nd.
January 2nd.
It's fine.
Is that fine?
Works for me.
All right, so I need a motion to make the reorganizational meeting of the year to be January 2nd. It'll be here in the meeting room, and that should be at 7 o'clock.
I will make the motion to host the reorg meeting on January 2nd here.
I need a second.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, everybody will be happy. Anybody got any other topics they want to bring up? Manny, we got your Resident of the Year award out there.
Yes, thank you.
So if anybody hasn't seen it or needs a copy of what we could get you a copy, but it's on our website, it's on our Facebook page. Just got to be a resident of Marlborough, and you have to live here for 10 years, and you can't be an elected official. Write us an essay, get it in, and then we're going to make a decision on who we pick for this year. Again, we'll order the plaque. We're going to put the plaque up, and we'll put it up there. So I think it was a great thing, and it's been getting a lot of good positive feedback, so I appreciate that. So, anybody else have anything else? Okay, correspondence, I just got a couple things. Oh, I got 3 of these in here now for the library. The Board of the Town of Marlborough, the Sarah Hole Library is planning an event for families to be held at the Milton train station November 15th. The program features a local youth dance company that will teach choreography to children who attend, and they will also have the opportunity to perform the dance. The event is free to all residents of Milton and Marlborough and the surrounding region. The letter is to be requested that the fee for using the Milton train station be waived for the library, given its a non-for-profit status. Thank you for your consideration, Raven Fonda. And she's the new director of the library, so I need a motion to waive the fee for the November 15th event for the Milton Library.
I'll make the motion to waive the fee for the library on November 15th.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, so moved. I just wanted to bring this to everyone's attention. I did send this to the courts, and I did ask them. But this is from our special prosecutor, Dan Rusk. I just want to let everybody know that Dan is stepping down as our special prosecutor, and that he's given us notice as of now. So we have to find another special prosecutor or ask Bruce Dunn, who does it the other night, if he wants to pull double duty, but I still think we definitely need to have another special prosecutor.
Yeah.
So I'm asking Danny if he knows anybody. I'm asking Bruce if he knows anybody. And if they don't give us any suggestions of people, we're going to have to put this out for advertisement. So I just want to ask the board for the permission, if we don't get someone, to put this out for advertisement for a special prosecutor for the court. So I just need a motion.
Motion to advertise for a special prosecutor for the court.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So moved. Thank you. I feel bad, Danny.
Is that Wednesday or Tuesday?
That would be Mike's night, so which would be,
Wednesday, I think.
I assume it would be Justin's night now. So I guess that's
Wednesday.
I believe, so we'll see.
I got a couple of people I can
Okay.
contact.
Let them know. All right. Public comments. Anybody else have any public comments that they want to make? Hey, boys, you got any public comments out there, girls? You want to come on up, Jack? What do you want to say? Go Yankees? What do you want to say? Come on. All right, so then let's get to Resolution 82. Resolution 82 is to transfer funds. Supervisor Corcoran proposes the following, whereas the Town of Marlborough Highway Department sold items at auction on both February 23rd and September 13th, and whereas all monies have been received. Be it resolved that $34,450 be transferred to the Heavy Equipment Fund, and be it further resolved that the additional $35,000 from the sale of the excavator and attachments to the Water Department be transferred to the Heavy Highway Equipment Fund, and moves for its adoption.
Councilman Molinelli?
Yes.
Councilwoman Sessa?
Yes.
Councilman Kauki?
Yes.
Supervisor Corcoran?
Yes, thank you. All right, this is for our budget. Before we do this resolution, I have to read some changes. Come on, now you're not going to work for me? Guess I got to bring it back up. So these are the changes that we made from the preliminary budget to the final budget to get us under the cap. And by law, they have to be read aloud. So just so you know, the tax cap, this is the tax cap where it all lies in. It's a lot of computing. There's things that are taken out that aren't required to be in the tax cap. So those come out. But at the end of it, we're going to be $240 under the cap. So as long as we're $1 under the cap, it's fine by me. But there are credits that go into this. But basically how we did that is through here. So we had to cut approximately almost $300,000 out of the budget that we had in our preliminary budget. Not cut, we could, or revenue, raise revenue or cut. And these are the things that we did. So supervisor personal line, there was 500. These are, this was an addition, 500. Central Communications, there was an additional 3,775. Police personnel, thanks Chief, because I told him he had to cut his budget back. He cut out $17,086. Contractual, he also cut out $6,830. Zoning went up $1,250 because I wanted to give them a little bump in their pay. Planning went up $1,750. Again, I gave them a little bump in their pay. Health insurance, we reduced $53,000 from the preliminary. As we went over the numbers, we realized we had extra cushion in there from the previous year, so we were able to cut that back. The 1650 band was up $51,700 based on the interest rate, but the South Pier band went down $23,900. Sidewalks were down $10,000. Health insurance for this particular line item went up $2,500. Health insurance for this line item went up $500. And water revenue went up $1,688. Orchard Ridge Drainage District went down $2,500. Meadowview Drainage District went down $2,500. Marlborough Chase Drainage District went down $1,500. So that was a net minus of $53,653. And these are revenues increases. And these are actuals off of what we took in this year. So sometimes we don't like to bump up the revenues to what actually was 2024 or the previous year, because you're not always guaranteed the next year that you may not get those revenues. But since we needed to show that we had to get to that number to get under the cap, I was pretty comfortable getting there. So we've been pretty good with revenues, just because inflation has really hurt a lot of people, but it also increased the amount of money that's coming in also. So we have been getting a lot more revenue in from sales tax. So IDA payments for pilots, we've actually got a few extra pilots this year. So, these are the solar panel pilots and things like that. $20,000 extra. Sales tax is an extra $100,000. Health income is $6,000. These are people that pay as the retirees. Some of them still have to pay. So that was up. Docking fees, we're getting more docking fees because C Street came in with this year with American Cruise Line, and American Cruise Line contract goes up every year, so that's $10,000. Police car revenue, we used the $56,000, not in the budget, but we used it from, there's a fund balance that we have for the police cars, and we took it out of that fund balance instead of actually taxing you again for the same thing that we already had in a fund balance. And then the mortgage tax has gone up, so that's an additional $50,000. So we had an additional $242,000 in revenue. So taking all that into account, that got us under the cap again by $240. What does that really mean to people? Because everybody wants to know, what does that mean to me? So for a $250,000 house, it's an additional $28.35. For a $300,000 house, it's an additional $34.02. And for a $400,000 house, it's an extra $45.36. I'll get you here. So you can see, what does that calculate to? We're down to a 1.3% change, a tax increase. Wasn't easy this year, I'm just going to tell you, but I appreciate all the department heads working with me. The highway, the police are the two biggest parts of the budget. The highway even went so far as to reduce their heavy equipment line this year for us by $100,000 so we could put it towards the parks, so we could do this pickleball courts that everybody wants. So instead of trying to tax the residents of the town an extra $100,000, we are utilizing money from the highway side, we're transferring it to the general side, and we're going to be using that money for the parks this year. So I want to appreciate John doing that, and I appreciate when I call the chief and tell him he's got to cut 10% of his budget. He actually, well, he didn't get 10%, but he did as best as he can. I always shoot for the stars, right, chief? So I appreciate that. And I do want to say that we do understand with inflation and everything that's going on out there, wanted to make sure that our employees also did get a raise that was not just 1% or 2%. So most employees are all getting a 5% raise. Again, some people will say, well, you're getting a 5% raise. Look at their salaries and tell me what a 5% raise is. It's not a lot, okay? So each employee got a 5% raise. So I'm proud of us being able to do that and having a 1.3% tax increase. So I want to thank everybody for all their help, and Chris for her help in getting this done. The good thing is, townwide, our valuation's going up. As long as when our valuation goes up, that helps us with our tax cap. It helps us with our tax increase. What evaluation means is that when the assessor goes out and evaluates, and we get these resorts, and we get these new businesses, and all these new housing that comes into our town, it raises the value of our town. When you raise the value of your town, now those taxes are distributed to more people, okay? And it brings your tax rate down. So it's good that our assessed value has gone up 2.9%, and it made the levy be spread across more people. So, and commercial pays a little more than residential, so when we get those types of businesses, it's even better. So, thanks to the board for all their input, and unless anybody else on the board has any more input.
No, I just want to thank you, Scott, for the good work with the department heads and crunching all these numbers and bring it to a 1.3 increase. That's phenomenal. That's a good job. Good job.
Thank you. Well, kind of funny, that's about what our average has been for like 10 years running.
Yep.
So, we do it because, we haven't been getting a lot of good revenues. That's what makes it a little easier. And we have been growing as a town, which makes it a little easier. But this year was difficult. There was, I had highlighted in here, but, between healthcare and budget and pension contributions, It was like a $190,000 increase to the taxpayers for this year, just in those two things alone. So it doesn't make it easier every year that the state keeps mandating more stuff down onto us,
giving you more
but they keep us in a 2% cap, so it's a little difficult, but we did it. So I can just tell you this, I had many conversations over the last 2 weeks with multiple supervisors. They're not in the position we're in. I believe you're going to see quite a few people go over the cap this year in other towns because they just cannot cut any more out of their budgets. So it's just one of those years that they, with everything going on in the world, it's just very hard to be under the cap.
Yeah, but to accomplish as much as the town has been accomplishing at this tax cap is really remarkable, and it really deserves a round of applause. Great job on that, Scott, and great support from all of the departments, specifically Chief, and of course the Highway Department that does so much work for us, that allows us to keep our costs down on a lot of the projects that we're completing in the town. It really is a team effort, and you all should be commended.
Yep, absolutely. That goes a long way. Everybody don't
Yep.
realize everything we could do in-house saves thousands and thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. So it's just been really good that everybody's working together, and we're just trying to make our town better. And I don't care who you are, what a political affiliation you're from, anything. As long as we're working together, the first time I ever ran for office, I ran under Marlborough Working Together. I never stopped believing in that. If we work together, we could do many things. So good job by everybody. So let's get to the resolution. All right? All right, Resolution 83, to adopt the 2025 final budget. Supervisor Court proposes the following, whereas the Town Board of the Town of Marlborough duly held a public hearing on the 2025 budget on October 15th, 2024, and whereas said hearing was duly advertised and held at appointed time and place, and all persons interested in the subject thereof were given the opportunity to be heard, and whereas the Town Board of the Town of Marlborough desires to adopt the 2025 final budget, now therefore be resolved that the 2025 final budget hereby be adopted and moves for its adoption.
Councilman Molinelli?
Yes.
Councilwoman Sessa?
Yes.
Councilman Kauki?
Yes.
Supervisor Corcoran?
Yes. We did 28, unless we want to donate another 20.
No,
Wouldn't you like that?
So we did, we're done.
All right, so Ed, you're back. So guess what? You get number 15.
okay, I'd like to adjourn the meeting at 8:40.
7.
No, 8:40, the Yankees.
7:40, I'm sorry. I saw the 8, I'm sorry, 7:40.
7:43. I need a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, so moved. All right, everybody.